Alan, a busy and productive week so far. Lots to talk about. Can we begin by talking about the arrival of Frank JJ, who's arrived here at the club? Tell us, the viewers, a bit more about him, please.
Well, he's going to give us, I feel, something that we haven't really got a lot of in the team. He's going to add real pace to the front line. He's an intelligent footballer. He makes really clever runs. Obviously, as a striker, we want him to score goals, which will be important and all. And we feel as if the balance between the attacking players now we've got is really healthy. So he'll give us something different. We need to make sure that he's ready and right for when he makes his debut. It may be tomorrow, maybe not. We'll have to make a decision come kick-off time on that, how we feel and where he is. But it's an exciting signing.
Even though we're in this Scottish Championship, we seem to be able to attract players with great pedigrees, real quality. You must be pleased about that aspect.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I think when you look at from the beginning of the season to the players that we've brought in, I think in general and overall we've been very productive, and they've been, on the whole, very successful, which is a credit to everybody at the club. It's a credit to, obviously, my staff, Graham, and the club, most importantly, for getting the deals over the line.
Jason Cummings is available for selection. You must be equally pleased with that piece of news.
Yeah, we were. So it is really good news. You have to. Sometimes we were planning probably without him, but the fact that he's available is great news, and it's a real plus for us heading into the game.
More good news. There seems to be an abundance of good news at the moment. Mark Oxley's loan stay has been extended towards the end of the season, so you must be really pleased with that too. Yeah,
Mark's. That was really important that we got that done. We were confident, to be honest, of getting it done from our dialogue and our correspondence that we've had with Hull over the last month. But until you actually got it all done and the paperwork's done, then you can never be too confident. But I've got to say, Mark's been very influential in everything that we've done, because he's very happy in what's happening here. We're happy with the way he's been playing, and for us it was for us and Mark, I think it was a win-win situation from both parties, and we're delighted that we've managed to conclude the deal to the end of the season. So that was I think a really big bit of business for us.
Traditionally, goalkeepers tend to get better as they get older. He's still relatively young, isn't he, in goalkeeping terms? He's just 24, so hopefully the best is still yet to come from him.
We hope so. Look at goalkeepers as fine wines. They get better with age, and we're hoping that's proved to be the point with keepers throughout the years gone by. Anything they do early on in the career will stand them in good stead for later on in the career. And at 24, and for Mark to be doing what he's doing, he's going to have a good career ahead of us, and we're just very happy and privileged that he's doing it with us at Hibs at this moment in time.
So Martin Boyle on board on loan from Dundee. We've signed Frank JJ, as we've mentioned. That's quite a bit of business done early on. You must be satisfied with the level of progress already made just a week into the window.
Yeah, I am. I'm delighted with the fact that we've managed to get 3 signings within the first 8 days, 9 days. If I know, it'll probably be first 7 days of the window when it officially opens. So from that point of view, I'm delighted, because I didn't want to get to the last week in the window and we were still chasing signings to help us. And the fact that we've managed to sign 3, obviously one was already here, but we've managed to sign it till the end of the season, is great news for us, and it gives the team that balance just to continue from where we have been. There's not a big upheaval, which is good, and the continuity of everything just keeps rolling along.
David Gray is scheduled to undergo an operation early next week. That obviously leaves a void in the lineup at right back. How are you planning to solve that problem?
Players have to step up. There's an opportunity, and if players want to have a future at the football club, they have to take opportunities, and that's a healthy place to be in. We'll see how we approach the game against Falkirk. But if we have to go with the way we finished the game against Hearts, then I'm comfortable with doing that. So it's unfortunate that Dave's got to go in and have the operation, but it has been brewing for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and we knew this was going to happen. It was just a matter of how far we could get until the inevitable come upon us, and he just got to a point where he just couldn't progress anymore, and it's a credit to Dave that he went that long, but we're hoping it's not going to be too long. Well, you know, fingers crossed. A normal or average recovery time for what he's getting done is in the region of 4 weeks. It can be less, it can be a little bit more. So we'll just have to see how it is. If Dave's anything to go by, touch wood, I'm sure it'll be less.
Given that though, Alan, have you perhaps looked at the possibility of bringing in a right back on loan? Is that something that maybe has been discussed so far? We're
always looking, you know, and we will still look, but you know, I've got a budget, and I have to try and maximise the budget to the best of my abilities, and we're working hard to do that. So we'll just see how the window progresses, and we'll just keep evaluating it from day to day, week to week, until we get to the end of it. And you know, but I'm happy. I'm happy with the most important thing, whether you look at signings or not, is the team and how they're playing. And I'm very happy with how the team is playing at this moment in time.
Let's focus now on the match. It's against a team that we've yet to beat, and for whatever reason they've beaten us twice so far this season. How do you assess this match heading into it?
Well, it's a big game. You know, there's no denying that. We've played them twice now, and whether we like it or not, we've been beaten. It's a different story when you start going into it and saying, should we have been beat? But you know, the fact of the matter is that we have. Come tomorrow, we'll be looking to put that fact to right. So our approach is no different to any other game. We approach tomorrow's game with a lot of belief. We believe that we can get a result, and that's what we'll be focusing all our attention come 3 o'clock.
Obviously, because of the profile of our previous 2 matches, the TV cameras have been there. All eyes have been on the matches against Rangers and the Edinburgh Derby. Now we're going back to a bread and butter fixture. Is it? How are you motivating the players to make sure they don't let those standards drop at all?
Winning games is the biggest motivation that you can ever take out of football. Whether you're playing, whether it's the top of the league or perceived to be the best team in the division, winning games is the one motivating factor that, as a footballer, you want to do. And it doesn't make a difference whether it's a team that's top, middle or near the bottom. At the end of the day, you have a professional job to go out there and get 3 points, and that is the sign of good teams that can do it against everybody. Tomorrow will be tough. You know, I think we're all aware of that. They're a well-organised team. They've got players that, if we're not focused and concentrated, that can hurt us. But as I said before, I'm very happy with where the team are, and I can assure you that the standards, just because we're not playing Hearts or Rangers tomorrow, will not drop.